Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6:30 on March 11th. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta, and right now we're taking a live look out at Klamath Falls from the Sky Lakes Medical Center. And right now we first want to turn over to Storm Alert Weather 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for a look at your Wednesdays. And Sarah, we may be close to spring, but it's definitely not feeling like spring this morning.
No, it is not. It is very cold across the region and even colder than what we were feeling like yesterday. Right now we're sitting at 35 for Medford, wishing it was in the 50s. Also in Sewage Cave Junction, we're at 31, 34 for Grants Pass, Brookings, 39. We have 32 for Wairika, 29 for Mount Shasta. Over Eastside, 26 for Lakeview, 22 for Klamath Falls, and that's an 11-degree difference from yesterday morning. On top of that, into the Klamath Basin, you have a bit of a wind chill factor going on this morning. So you're definitely going to want to bundle up, dress in layers. And I do say layers because we are expecting temperatures to be a little bit warmer as we head into the afternoon today. This morning, we are keeping an eye out on some showers, mainly along the Cascades, maybe to northern Jackson County here. We are expecting maybe some light snowfall near Crater and Diamond Lake, but really not going to be amounting to much and not going to be very impactful throughout your day. Now, out the door this morning, it is going to be chilly. We'll see those temperatures rise throughout our day. We'll be dealing with partly to mostly cloudy sky conditions over to the west, mostly cloudy towards the coast. But if you're into Siskiyou County and over east side, definitely going to be seeing a little bit more sunshine in the mix. Now, when it comes to those high temperatures today, feeling much more comfortable if you weren't a fan of those chillier temperatures we saw the past 2 days, but we'll have a high of 62 for Medford, 61 for Grants Pass, 57 for Klamath Falls, and also for the coast. Winds are going to pick up a bit today if you are east side and along the Cascades as well. We'll see them remain a bit breezy overnight. And yesterday outdoors saw lots of people getting out ahead of their yard work, mowing the lawn. It is going to be pretty nice the next few days if you want to head out into the Rogue Valley to get any of those tasks done. But I am tracking some wet weather into your Saturday. I'll have more details on what we can expect when it does come to that storm system, and also a look at a warm up next week, all coming up in just a bit.
Beginning with continuing coverage, Oregon lawmakers have approved a short-term plan to help the Oregon Department of Transportation close a nearly $300 million budget gap. The plan avoids layoffs and does not raise new taxes, but it does shift money away from some transportation projects. The plan addresses a $297 million shortfall in ODOT's maintenance and operations budget for the next 2 years. Instead of raising new taxes, lawmakers are moving money from other transportation programs to keep basic services running, including road maintenance, storm response, and DMV operations.
You see equipment on the ground and construction in progress. Those things are not affected. The money's already been obligated.
$118 million from projects that have yet to start. The largest share comes from the Connect Oregon Fund, which supports projects like airports, rail, and port improvements. Other money is being shifted from programs, including safe routes to school and active transportation projects.
Taxes will not be the first choice for Republicans, period.
Have also cut about $80 million through cost controls and vacancy savings, with more than 130 positions expected to remain unfilled. For now, the plan keeps road crews and DMV services running without raising taxes, but state leaders say Oregon will still need a long-term solution to pay for its transportation system in the future. And Planned Parenthood has faced funding uncertainty since the Trump administration took office, and now Oregon has passed a first-of-its-kind bill to provide state funding if federal support falls short. Tayton Torgrimson spoke with the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Southwestern Oregon about how this bill could become a model for other states.
34 Oregon lawmakers are in support. On March 4th, House Bill 4127 was passed. It aims to keep Planned Parenthood clinics funded and ensure tens of thousands of Oregonians can still access preventative and reproductive health care. Many lawmakers say it's foundational to state values.
For decades, we have been leading the nation in protecting the freedoms and access to care that every Oregonian needs.
This bill makes sure those services can continue, that women, no matter where they live, if they can have access to Planned Parenthood, can have access to this, or they can go to the hospital, or they can go to their primary care physician. The point is they have choices that they can pick from that best fits and suits their needs.
Supporters say this legislation can make Oregon a national model. If signed into law, the bill would allow the state to step in with funding if federal Medicaid reimbursements continue to be blocked.
This is definitely the blueprint for blue states to pick up and run with. So we'll be the first to, hopefully the governor signs it into law very soon. And after she does, then other states, I think, will be running with this idea.
I spoke with Amy Handler, the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Southwestern Oregon, and she thinks much of the pushback from the other side of the aisle comes from a lack of understanding exactly what Planned Parenthood does, and says they're always happy to explain.
Our doors are really open for anyone who needs reproductive health care. And that's pretty incredible that Oregon is stepping up in this way to make sure that care isn't interrupted.
The bill now goes to the governor's desk to be signed into law. Reporting in Eugene, I'm Taton Torgumson.
And moving into the crime alert, a Shady Cove man is facing kidnapping charges after holding 2 women at gunpoint in Klamath Falls. Court documents say Jerry Koch pointed a gun at 2 women and held the gun to one woman's head, and when he realized she was recording him, demanding the video to be deleted. Police said the women were eventually able to leave, but the suspect jumped onto their car as they tried to drive away, attempting to pull one of the women through the passenger window. Officers later found the suspect at the same address, which is a violation of a no-contact order from a separate case with the same victim. He's scheduled to be back in court on the 16th. And a rise in car crashes is prompting action from the Medford police this week to move traffic cameras to a different intersection. NewsWatch 12 Oscar Rodriguez explained what led to this decision.
Right behind me is the intersection of Highland Drive and Barnett Road, where Medford Police Department installed already new photo enforcement traffic safety equipment after seeing a spike of car crashes happening at this location. The current traffic system located on the intersection of Stewart and Barnett will be turned off starting March 16th, says MPD, and the Barnett and Highland system will go live instead.
We're moving that operation to here because of the construction that's been going on to there, the increase in traffic crashes that we've seen at this intersection compared to that intersection. And so a better use of the system is to have it where more traffic crashes are occurring.
Lieutenant Kirkpatrick said from 2022 to the end of 2025, there has been 58 car crashes in the intersection of Highland Drive and Barnett Road, compared to 17 crashes from East Stewart Avenue and Barnett Road. Kirkpatrick told me once the Highland and Barnett system is live, it will give people a 30-day grace period if they commit a traffic violation.
If you commit a traffic violation here, once they go live, for the first 30 days, you'll get a letter in the mail that said, hey, just so you know, you violated a traffic law and were caught on camera at this intersection. This is not a citation. And then 30 days after they go live, then you start receiving citations.
However, a few people on social media have commented they disagree with traffic cameras being installed.
I think that people look at it like, is it a revenue generator? Is it are they spying on us? So on and so forth. The whole goal of this program is traffic safety. Like, that's what our role is. That's what we're employed to do by the citizens of Medford, is to enforce traffic safety. And this is one method of doing it, and it's a really effective method of doing it.
From Medford, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
Moving into the School Watch, the Grants Pass School District is announcing the next principal of Grants Pass High School. Jason Garcia currently serves as the high school's assistant principal and has been in the district since 2000, teaching music at various schools. He will replace the current principal, who has been selected as the district's next director of secondary education. Both will begin their new roles on July 1st. And Pinehurst School District is getting a major upgrade after a more than $200,000 grant for solar power and battery storage. The grant comes from the Oregon Department of Energy and will provide 100% of the school's energy on a net annual basis. It will also allow the school to serve as a resilience hub in the event of an emergency and extended power outages. Now the project is set to break ground this summer.